Hello, everyone. This is Faye, and I sell Medicare plans. This is the podcast. This is the YouTube video that more and more Medicare professionals watch to find out where everything's going on in Medicare and what is going on. And guess what's going on in our lives right now, right before we have our annual enrollment. In our lives, we are actually producing attention grabbing information, authenticity, and setting the example for letting everyone know what we do and why we do it. Today, my very special guest, who is an author, an established author, she's written a book and she's going to tell us all about it. Karen Harding. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Faye.
Welcome. It is so happy to have you here. And I do appreciate the fact that you've written your book through the 6-week book creation program. Is that correct?
Yes, that is. Yes, it's the first book that I've written, and the program that I did with you made it very easy. And I went through the whole process and got it done. So yeah, it was fun. It was
Well,
fun.
I know that probably at the end, there were some things that you had to do and do and do and do back and forth for a little bit, but those things happen. So it's just like everything else in life. Karen, actually, tell us about you. Tell us about Who is Karen Harding, and why did you decide you wanted to write a book?
Well, I am a senior advocate and I'm an independent insurance broker. So I help people with their Medicare plans. And mostly what I do is I educate people and teach them how to get started. I teach them what they need to do to enroll in Medicare, when to enroll, what are the steps to take. And then once they get enrolled in their original Medicare, I help them choose supplementary insurance, help them enroll in that. And then I help them going forward. Every year they need to renew their plans, so I review their situation, their current situation and needs, and help them figure out what to do going forward. So I become their person that they know that they can count on and trust with their Medicare needs.
How long have you actually been helping people who are Medicare beneficiaries?
I've been doing this for about 5 years. So
That's
yeah, so it's been a
great.
process. Yes. Yes,
That's
as you know,
wonderful.
yeah, it's a lot to learn in the beginning. It did take me a while to get up to speed and really know what I was doing. And they do change things every year. So we go through our annual training every year and we have to contract with every company that we work with. But being a broker is important for me because I like to be able to offer people, all of the plans that are worthwhile to evaluate. So it makes it more work um, but it's definitely important. I also belong to a program called the RX Saver program, which allows me to have access to a database of all the medications that are available. I pay extra for that service so that I can work with a pharmacist and help people find the best cost on the prescriptions they need. I can help them find patient assistance and just know whether there's a cheaper way to get their medication. So that's an important thing that I do that not all agents do.
That's great. That's good. No, good point. I'm glad you brought that out. Now I can see through the door behind you that the sun is shining. So, but you're not in sunny Florida. Where are you?
No, I am in the Hudson Valley of New York. So I live in it's upstate New York. It's about 90 miles northwest of New York City. And I mostly work locally, but I am licensed in 18 states. I can help people all over New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Florida, South Carolina. So I've had a few people who've moved. One woman moved to Hawaii, so I was able to get licensed there to still continue helping her. And I can do Zoom meetings like this with people anywhere they are. But some people still like to come over. This is my little office. It's in my house. Some people like to come over and sit with me and actually look at the the physical papers and go through things, and I'm happy to do that. A lot of the clients that I work with come to me through seminars I do at my local library. So that's been a really good way for me to get to know people and for the community to get to know me. They know that I'm the lady at the library and, I'm their neighbor. I'm the person that's going to be around that they can count on going forward. So it's nice, but it's also nice for busy people to be able to just, you know, take care of these things on the phone or through email or through Zoom meetings because many of the people when they're first getting started with their Medicare are still working. So they need to be more flexible with their time. And yeah, and I really enjoy teaching. I also have a teaching degree. I have a master's degree in secondary biology education. I was a dental hygienist for a long time as well. So I know a lot about healthcare due to my experience as well as teaching in the past.
And all of these things, Karen, all of these things that you've done in life, all of the things that you've learned, the education that you have, the effort, the energy that you put into your business has gotten you to the point where you were able to actually put it all together in a book. And what
That's right.
is that book? Let's talk about that book.
Okay, my book is called Medicare, Take the Easy Path. And I
Okay.
had this image made up of me as being like a hiking guide because where I live here in New York, it's very beautiful. We have mountains and nature preserves, and I love to go hiking and ride my bicycle. So I like to think of myself as the guide, whether you're hiking or whether you're taking care of your Medicare. I can be your guide, and I can't hike for you. I can't do everything for you, but I can help you make sure you get on the right path and make sure that you don't fall into these these problems that can be expensive in the long run, help you avoid penalties and make sure that the plan that you're in is gonna help you with all of the things that you need. You wouldn't go out on a long hike without water, snacks. You wouldn't go out in the woods without all the things you need, and you wouldn't want to embark on your Medicare journey without all the things that you need. So there are a lot of things out there that people can read, but many of them are just really tough to read. Insurance is very dry, and I kind of joke about it when you're learning about insurance, the hardest thing is just staying awake when you try to get through those things that you have to read. So I tried to make it just very simple and easy to read and just good general information. It doesn't tell you everything that there is to know in the world. It gives you a good initial education, and then I'm here to work with you after you've read it and provide more if people decide that that's what they want.
Well, the one thing that I found very interesting about your book, it relates very well to the title, Path, because paths can change.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you're hiking, as an example, you may come upon a section where a boulder has fallen on the path. So you can't
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
easily step over it. So what do you do? So your book actually guides people through the path, the best path for them. And because those paths may change because of their life situations, because of changes in the laws, because of changes in their plans, because of changes even in their doctor, the path may change for them. You are at least there to guide them through all those paths. That I found very, very interesting that you're able to, and you're willing, of course, to guide people through all the various paths. So no one thinks that, okay, I got to go down this road. This is the only road I can take forever and ever in my life. Is that true?
Absolutely. I get calls from people all the time, telling me, "Oh no, I'm in the hospital. Something happened, and now I have to go into a nursing home. What can I do? Maybe the plan that used to work for them in the past isn't going to be the right one for them going forward. So I need to be able to be the person that they can reach out to that can help guide them. And I always take care of people as if they're my own parents or grandparents or friends. I'm almost to Medicare age myself. I have a number of friends that are just turning 65 and still really active and healthy like I am. They don't need a lot of care. They just want something that's inexpensive that's going to work for them now. But maybe in a couple of years, their situation's going to change, or maybe tomorrow their situation will change. So you have to be ready for whatever may come, but also realize that, it's not always so easy to make a change. So you have to, think about, maybe, preparing for the unexpected as well.
You're the expert. You're the one who knows when those various enrollment periods are. You also know what applications are there for each of those Medicare enrollment periods. And I think that may be something that people really don't think a lot about. Everyone is so focused on the Medicare annual enrollment period. October
Mhm.
and just through December, because that's when the insurance carriers spend millions of dollars telling everybody this is the time you got to review your plan. You need to review your plan. And then often people feel like, oh, I have to do it then. But there may be some other enrollment periods. And because you are the expert, you are the guide who can take them through those various plans, it would obviously make sense to contact you to find out if
Absolutely.
there's any options for anything that comes up. And don't let it just go. So now, Karen, where will we be able to find the book? You're going to have it available how?
It's going to be available on Amazon, so you can order it through Amazon. And I am going to be handing out copies to people that are interested that are close by me. But otherwise, the easiest way to get it would just be to go onto Amazon, and you can just search Medicare, Take the Easy Path by Karen Harding.
Oh, that's so great. That's so great. Is it available now or do we have to wait?
It's going to be available on July 15th.
Great. July 15th. Everybody mark your calendars. July 15th. This book will
Yes.
be available. Give us the title one more time.
It's called Medicare, Take the Easy Path. And there's somebody on there that looks kind of like me. And one of my friends said, "Oh, that looks like our friends Sharon and Harvey in the background."
Other
It could
two
be Sharon and
people.
Harvey. It
Well,
wasn't intentional,
you can name
but
them if you like.
yeah, maybe I will. I hope they
Yes.
don't mind.
Probably not, not if they're friends of yours. So you've had fun writing the book. You obviously want to get it out to everyone who needs it. And just because Karen is in the Hudson Valley of New York doesn't mean that that's the only place that this is applicable. Everybody knows that Medicare information is Medicare information. There are hundreds, thousands of people out there who are giving out Medicare information. But if you want to get in the right path, headed on the right path, even if your path may change, this is one way for you to get that information. Karen, is there anything else that you would like to leave with our audience today?
Yes, if you want to get in touch with me, the best way to do that is go to my website, medicarekaren.com. You can schedule an appointment there. You can make an appointment for a phone call or Zoom. And there's a lot of information on there that you can access right away. So you can start looking, and then there will be a link on where you can purchase the book as well.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you so much. And everybody, don't forget the date is July 15th.
That's right.